Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Rule the Waves. This is episode number 17, take 4 or 5, I think, at this point. I'm not even sure. I'm starting to lose count. So I have had quite a bit of bad luck, quite a run of it. I've messed up some save games. Oh man, the first version of episode 17, which now can only exist in some far-off parallel universe. It was beautiful. We researched quality 0 16-inch weapons, which you can see right now. I'm sure, I think in like the second, third, fourth takes, I consistently researched 16-inch weapons, but they were always -1 after that. And also in that first beautiful universe, the one I would hopefully like to get back to on this version, I was given 50 million to build a battleship. And my dock size at that point was already up to 30,000 thanks to the private industry. And I actually built a battleship right at the max, right at 30,000. So I do have the footage still. If I ever need to build another battleship, I can kind of rely on that design. It might save me a little bit of time. But when I remember, it was four turrets, 4 centerline turrets, 2 or 3 guns per turret, and 2 were 2 guns per turret. And they were all 16-inch. It was a real behemoth. Anyway, one other thing I want to mention is I've been getting a lot of good instruction from the forum. I'm going to leave a link to the forum, but if I for some reason forget, I doubt I will. I mean, I'll listen to this video again when I post it. So, but you can just Google Rule the Waves discussions, and I'm sure it'll be the first or second entry there, because Rule the Waves is not an extremely popular phrase on the internet, so it's good. You will only find this game and maybe some song. I think I found some song when I was looking for the forum. Okay, well, before I further expose how my poor knowledge of pop culture, let's go ahead and start diving into this. What I was going to mention about the forums is actually there was a big discussion I had with some people there on oil versus coal burning. And I have gotten some useful feedback. So if we pull up let's just pull up the Olympia. Let's open the design. And I was mentioning how coal and oil at the same, if you just make the switch, if you want to keep everything else the same, like all the configuration the same, and let's say that we drop this displacement down to, it would have to be 5,500 to be coal burning. Then if we went to oil, we save a bit, but if we drop it down, okay, first let's talk about coal for a second. Let's just remember 19,230. And we go to oil, we drop this back down. We see that even though we've lowered the displacement, which every time you lower displacement, you can see raising it increases the cost and lowering it decreases the cost. If we go to what would essentially be, let's even do this to make it an absurd analogy. So we've really done a lot different in order to decrease the cost. And the only increase to expense should be oil, but we've also decreased the rounds per gun, and we've decreased the displacement. But you can see that the other one was like 19,230 if I remember correctly, and this one's still more expensive. Well, it turns out that this is because we just researched this technology, and the technology for oil, as you continue to progress down the engine research category, the oil cost gets less and less every research technology. On top of that, the difference between medium and long with oil is better for oil. So it's easier to make long-range engines with oil than it is to make them with coal. Now, that kind of runs counterintuitive to what we're looking at here, because I'm actually exactly looking at a long-range light cruiser. So, I mean, I could see if this was a medium-range cruiser, if we went to this and we played the same game. Let's see if we could play the same game here. Yeah, I think that this makes sense. The difference between coal and oil on this one is going to be pretty minor. Let's just take a look and see the cost. 16,957 versus oil, 19. And we drop this down, and it's still at 18, which is the other one, what was that, 16? Yeah, so this is a pretty massive difference, and this difference gets lessened every time you choose a longer range. So if you're sticking with short range ships, maybe it's still good to do coal. Now, the last thing I want to mention is oil burners are also better at running at high speeds for a longer amount of time. So they kind of have better endurance. the coal people have to shovel coal, and you get dirty things happening because coal's not a very clean source of energy. And this can also lead to your ship needing to slow down after a little while, whereas oil will not suffer from that quite so much. Okay, so that's enough about all that. Let's actually jump into gameplay. And I have been going to war with Russia just about every time. I can't believe this is the 5th take, but really, I'm not on some routine where I upload every day. If I do that, it's just because I want to or I have the time. But I have not done. Yeah, we'll sell stuff to the Italians, the poor Italians. But I haven't been uploading the video 17 just because I kept running into errors. So, okay, let's try to make up for a little bit of lost time then. And everything is getting better with the Germans and Great Britain for no reason. But we're still got some tensions with them. That's good. Let's go ahead and build the larger docks because I did notice on my 30,000 tonnage battleship when I built it that I could have used even a larger one. Okay, we will always buy everything. And we should actually get central firing or director firing. Oh, darn it. So again, we got 16-inch quality -1. I haven't been able to get quality 0 since that first playthrough. And I also got quality 1, which is really good. 10-inch guns on that run. So that was really exciting. But, raise armament expenditure? Oh, that seems like an awesome idea. So it will increase tension, but... a guarantee. Not quite spelled correctly, but that's okay. This might actually be the better option for us because we'd like to choose who the tensions go up with. We definitely do not want to take the prestige hit. Is this one prestige? Budget. They're both budget, so it doesn't really matter. This is just a lower budget. But yeah, let's do that one because we can control the tensions better. Which I prefer to do. We want to be against the Russians, for example. Okay. I don't know how I've forgotten since I've done this many times now. All right, we need to move these ships into Southeast Asia because pretty soon we're going to get director firing. And then when we actually move the Brooklyn out of Southeast Asia, we won't have enough tonnage on foreign stations. So I want to move the West African one to Southeast Asia, and there's one other, yeah, Northern Europe. Let's also move the Chattanooga to Southeast Asia. Assuming things happen the same way they've been happening the last 4 times, we should have a pretty good jump on this, being able to quickly turn our ships into director firing. And oil discovered in Malta, it's not important for us. Yeah, so this is the only thing I'm not sure we should actually sell. So I'm going to say we'll keep this technology to ourselves because we have some kind of bonus to this. Okay, fine, there it is, director firing, which means we're going to have to refit a lot of our ships. And it's not a bad time to do so because actually, that's weird. No, we want, oh dear. We want battleships first, of course. It's time for these guys to be upgraded anyways because we want the quality 1 12-inch guns now. So let's upgrade that, and then we'll also change to director firing. That's going to put us over, but I think we'll just drop this down to 135 and be okay with that. That's not... the good news is director firing is going to make us more accurate, so technically we should not need as many shells to land the number of hits we need. And on top of that, I think 135 is pretty good for the... That's quite a few shells for a 12-inch caliber weapon to fire, so... Everything is good here. This is not so expensive. It could be worse. If we did replace machinery, this gets to be like almost double, about 18,000, I think. So we can avoid... Replacing the machinery would give us a pretty big boon. Let me just go ahead and save this, and I'll show you what I mean. Save this as R12. But before I rebuild this guy, let's just pretend... If I wanted to, I could also do this. Replace machinery, you can see that that puts us up to 7,500. And then to replace the 12-inch guns, upgrade them. We're now at 15,000. We lower this. We do director firing. Oh, we actually don't need to lower this because we have plenty of... We have stuff we can play with. But this ship is already pretty well set up on the turret top, and secondaries. I don't really need to change these. The things I would want to change to make a better ship, at this point, I'd probably increase the belt. And we don't have enough to increase the speed. Oh, we're just barely short, though. That's almost worth doing just to get an extra knot. But... That's fine. These battleships are mainly going to be not used in combat as much now. As soon as I get my new battleship, I'm going to prefer to send these kind of like to the Southeast Asia, just to places where I can use the battleships to invade enemy colonies. Okay, so let's rebuild these to this design. Getting very expensive. You can see that this is costing about 10 million. So it's actually better for us at this point. It makes more sense to be building new battleships with that kind of money. So you can see it's 9.8 million. But it's still better to have battleships than not to. I mean, more battleships is still better just because the game does not really take into account what kind of battleship you have for the point evaluation when you're considering like the force quantity. So here we see USA has 45 points, and that's because 11 light cruisers, 12 destroyers. I don't think the minesweepers add any points. So for this reason, just battleships are still useful. Now, because this guy has this stupid A, he cannot be rebuilt on the same. Only like classes can be upgraded to a new like class. So because this one has an A in front of it, even though it's going to be exactly the same, Director 135, increased guns, everything's exactly the same, but we just have to do it separate because it's technically a different class. And go ahead, same cost and everything. No surprise there because they're identical. And the last one we want to upgrade, and this is the reason why we are moving those ships over to Southeast Asia, is this Brooklyn. But I'll wait one more turn because it looks like I don't know if everyone's there quite yet. I thought I sent 2 light cruisers. What happened to the other one? Did it already arrive there and I'm not, or did I accidentally send it to the wrong place? Because I'm pretty sure if I take, let's just put this on Raider to see, oh, we can't. I'm pretty sure if I take it into custody this turn, we'll have a little vacancy on the foreign stations, tonnage. People will be upset. They won't think I'm defending our colonies well enough. So I'll just go ahead and wait one more turn. Double mounts on torpedo tubes. That's very good. So you can fire 2 torpedoes from 1 tube. Okay, nothing important there. We'll keep going. All right, now this boost to production, I still really don't know what this does. It definitely increases our budget, but I'm curious whether or not it increases, well, I should say decrease the time we need to build ships. Otherwise, 149 jumped up to 152, so like 2.5 million increase. That's nice. And now, since we have 2 ships, 2 light cruisers are now in Southeast Asia, we can go ahead and redesign this one. And if you're wondering why I'm even bothering upgrading Director Fire on this, you're making a pretty good point. I don't know, actually. So I'm actually just going to keep this rounds at 115. This is very light on ammo, considering it's only a 10-inch gun, and unfortunately we didn't get the quality 1 guns in this playthrough, but it's fine. So I'm just going to do this. It's still a pretty cheap rebuild, which is why I'm okay with this. It'll also prolong the life of the Brooklyn for another 10 years. And you can see it only costs 1.5 million, so it's, I think it's really worth it. We're getting quite a lot of savings on the hull and stuff. As soon as we do build a new battleship, those are going to be very useful. Good, good, good. Keep pushing. Aha, yes, we want everyone to be completed with the best fire control. And we're just taking a peek at the British light cruiser. I think we could definitely take this one in a fight. It's pretty fast. They do have mines, but I've never experienced mines affecting combat. I've never hit a mine, and one of my mines that I've never dropped a mine actually, so I don't know what they do really. 1% savings on machinery. That's going to help if we want to replace machinery, which I don't think it's very good to do very often. It's so expensive to replace machinery that you're usually better off not doing that. Oh, good. So more private dock. That's very good. South America. Either we avoid stoking the fires of war, or we increase our budget and increase tension. Well, have I beat Germany in a war in this one? I can't remember. I think so, right? It's hard. I have so many playthroughs of this game going on at the same time. I love playing this game, but I can't always record, so I have like 4 or 5 different save games going on at the same time. It's a lot of fun. I can't remember who we fought. I'm pretty sure we fought Germany and France. Yeah. So that means that Germany should be weak. That's right, because we took some Southeast Asian holdings from Germany. So they should be a little bit weaker. And we're okay with going to war with France again. We're definitely okay with going to war with Russia because I think we'll be able to take them. So I guess let's go ahead and provoke war. Okay. Ah, yes, we will definitely go to war with Russia. Great. Right after we... Stupid. Okay, on the list of things what not to do. Don't go to war 1 month after you send all your battleships out for a refit. It's going to be a little while for them to get back. I can send people raiding, and definitely I have an advantage raiding because Russia always keeps their fleet in Northern Europe, but they still have pretty sizable holdings in Northeast Asia, which it's impossible for them really to get to them. Let's see, 3, 5, a home area here, so that's important, and a value 5 there. So if I can just get over here, I can cause quite a lot of damage. Let's see who we have. I might actually look on this map real fast. Just, I want sorted by area. Who do we have on the west coast? No light cruisers. We really mucked this up, didn't we? Because I think we need all... Yeah, so we have 3,600 over what we need for Southeast Asia, which means that we definitely don't have the ability to take away a light cruiser, since our light cruisers are around 6,000, which would leave us about 2,000 negative. Okay, so we're going to have to do... I don't want to stay on the defensive. We only have to wait 2 more turns, I think, right? Yeah. Let's still get aggressive. Be aggressive. B-E. Okay, sorry. I should never do that again. Let's send 2 raiders to the Northern Europe. Okay. Let's send... Actually, I don't want to send the Baltimores. I'm going to send these guys to active and cancel their movement. Move ship, cancel. We gotta do both of these things. Cancel, move 1 orders. Okay, close. Now we're going to send 2 of these guys because I don't care as much about them. Okay, that's weird. I've got a bit of an error there, but as long as it's not complaining, we'll just keep on keeping on. Raiders. Yes. Good. Now let's also send... Where can we go from Northern Europe? Or west, or the East Coast? Yeah, we have to go from the Caribbean over to the Mediterranean. But I don't think we need to do anything besides put some in Northern Europe because that's basically... Let's see. How would they get from here to here? Definitely they would go through Mediterranean, yeah. So let's put some raiders into Southeast Asia. Oh, I can't because I don't have the ability yet. Alright, so we just need to survive a few turns. Oh, yes, we definitely need to put some people on... Yeah, nobody is at all sorted where they should be. So we have tons of minesweepers, just all on the East Coast. But that's okay. We'll set 1 from each of these. That's... Oh, that's right. This is the old version. I'm still on 1.22 on this build. All the other builds are up to 1.25 now, which I will switch over to as soon as I complete this playthrough. Let's send these to ASD. That's 14. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. I wanted to leave a few on active duty, a few minesweepers on active duty. Which ones did I leave enough? Yeah, 2 here. So that they can sail to Northern Europe if I get my battleships back and I want to put the pressure on Northern Europe itself. Again, yes, we will add that time. Again, the main thing... Oh! The Sabo has been sunk, probably. I'm so sorry. I think the main thing with... I forgot what I was going to say. I know that we just need to survive until our battleships are back. Okay, good. We've done some damage. East Coast. And we intercepted them with the Baltimore, which is my new thing. I'll definitely fight this battle. Alright, let's make this center of the screen, more or less. That's good. Okay, we've added the things. I'm going to take off division name because I only have 1 ship. And look at our torpedo range. It's getting significantly better. Alright, there it is, unknown ship sighted. Okay, so the wind is to our right, so we want to go down and to the right to meet them. So that way we can hopefully force the battle in the correct direction. Let's further provoke them this way. Hopefully they'll turn Wow, they're in gun range. We just don't know what they are yet. Okay, it's either light cruiser or destroyer. So we'll go max speed. Let's get them. Okay, I think our circle is getting closer to them, right? Yeah, we're touching, going through the middle. All right, we're past them. So we should be firing now. Yep, open fires. Great. Perfect. And how fast are they making? We don't have a speed bearing on them yet. None yet. Still nothing. And which guns are we firing? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look how beautiful this is. Because of this centerline design, we have 6 guns firing and only 2 not firing. Very efficient. Very, very, very efficient. Okay, good. So this is the Palata class. It only has a top speed of 21 knots. It's 3,100. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I think they can only bring 5 guns to bear against us. We should be in very, very good shape. Okay, I'm very excited about taking this fight. Let's take it to them. Let's slow it down to maybe 22. We don't want to... We'll just let the guns do the talking, really. We've straddled them. They're probably just trying to get into range, even. And we've hit them. Excellent. Okay, so once you hit them, we right-click. I show you this again. You're on target. Oh, we're not on target. Probably because I turned. I don't know why. Hopefully we get another hit. I'm going to go ahead and let them close a little bit, because you know what? Our guns are better than theirs. Our armor is better than theirs. They're 2 and we're 2.5, if I'm not mistaken. 2.5, yes. So I think in every way... Oh, good. 2 more hits. All right. I think this is going to be just a solid victory for us. We're on target. Another hit. 2 more hits. Very good. So this is looking like a pretty easy battle. I'm not going to turn. Okay, now let's turn. I didn't want to turn because we were on target, and I think that slows down your... Okay, so this turret right here, we can see it grayed out. It got jammed. We're not hitting them again. They've hit us, but it's our superstructure, which, if I'm not mistaken, 6-inch conning tower. We're not worried about the superstructure. We probably don't even take damage from that. I think the 8% is mainly because one of our turrets is jammed. So we got them on the run already. This is surprising, really. And we're only firing 3. Why is that? Ah, the rear guns. We need to angle a little bit further away to get that rear gun active. Still no? Oh, now it's firing. Okay, good. And we hit. So yeah, we have 5 against it. And we hit them again. And again, jeez. Whoa, it says it's sinking. Whoa. I don't think it's actually sinking, but 2 more hits. Wow. I mean, we've definitely done a good amount of damage. Let's get the port side guns involved now. Just to spread the ammo situation around. And it looks like we're hitting them a lot still. What is it? Is this central firing? I don't know. I'm trying to find... I can't find it, actually. I can't find where is our gun type. All right, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm sure we're on central firing because we're hitting them way too much not to be. And are they... What the question is, we don't know what their fire control is either. Okay, so let's keep putting ourselves upwind of them. Or downwind. We want to be downwind. This is the direction we want to be. I just don't know whether that is called upwind or downwind. It's called downwind. Okay, another hit. Another hit. This is perfect. I don't even think we took a hit. Ah, come on. What did we take? 1 hit? 83 damage. We took 83 damage and they called that light damage. Oh well. I guess it is... It's not no damage, so it's not completely undamaged. But a solid victory for us. We sank our ship, and we don't even have any battleships out. So this is really going to help us on our victory conditions. Let's see what else is happening. We thwarted a lot of their raiders. Looks like 3 of the same. Oh, yeah. They do have a heavy cruiser, though, in the East Coast. But we still sank more ships than them, and then, of course, we sank their light cruiser. Okay, so we just have to keep pushing. We have to just hold out a little bit longer for some of our heavies to return. Let's see where their battleships are. I mean, they only have one battle cruiser and 2 battleships there. I think that means they have one. Yep, they do have a battleship in the East Coast. Are we blockaded? It doesn't say we're blockaded. I guess because it's 39 to 8. So having all these light cruisers here, it does have an advantage. Okay, so I think we'll just keep raiding then. New docks completed. Condenser trouble. Good. There they are. 4 ships in Northern Europe. That's excellent. One more. And the Tacoma, which I think is a Baltimore class, has intercepted a raider. We'll fight it. Let's find out. We have the Juno as well. I think that these guys... Yeah, Baltimore class. Excellent. Okay, they're currently in scout formation. I don't want them to be in scout formation. Yeah, I don't want this search line, but I don't have an option. So it looks like we'll have to wait for that to finish. Come on, find them. Just find them. There it is. Okay. Whoa. Danger close. Holy cow. I mean, I didn't even activate this stuff, but those guys are really close. Okay, so now that we have control, let's immediately do line ahead and go to squad max. Boy. It's going to be hard for us to actually get position. A battle. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fight this one. We're just going to do the, you know, what is that whole thing? Oh, we actually hit it. Let's really get away now. If we can steal a small victory out of this, having hit them once and that not getting hit ourselves, maybe that did light damage, you know? Anyway, discretion being the better part of valor, right? That whole saying. Let's make like a tree and leave. Okay, this is not terrible. That is extremely heavy belt armor, though. I'm tempted to fight it out, but the problem is there's so much... We're already doing well in the war, and we've landed a hit. I don't see a good reason to actually stay and fight. Let's just go. Hopefully we don't... If I knew what kind of firing they had, and I knew that they only had central rangefinder, I would consider staying to fight. But it doesn't say what kind of fight... what kind of like fire control that they have. I really can't find it myself, although it should definitely be here, right? I mean, you would think, right? Huh. It might be one of those things where it's actually... Oh, my gosh. Thank God. I found it. Data. So 2 of 2 central firing. I knew it was somewhere. Okay, but yeah, we're not going to fight this one. Plus, this video's gone on a little bit long, so we'll continue the Russian... What did this begin in? What? Oh, gosh, I even forgot to adjust this, so make it like that. Okay, let's go down to cruise now that we're not worried about them. And they're not near enough to do anything, so... Cruise is now up to 16. I guess with oil-burning ships, it's 16. No, wait, these are coal burners, right? Now, I don't see whether this is coal or oil. And I don't think that's me. I think it actually is not visible. Nonetheless, a good turn. And actually, finally, an episode 17 that I can keep. So sorry about the delay. I do like to do one of these per day. But thanks for watching, guys. So as soon as this one's over, we'll just wrap it up. And we'll keep fighting the... again, that was the thing I don't know. What year is it? Does it say? Yes, here it is. The 1912 Russian-American War will continue in the next episode. So thanks for watching this one, and until the next one, I do want to get to the end of the battle real fast. Can we go to really fast? There. No points. So I guess we did not score... What? Yeah, no damage. Okay. Great, so thanks for watching this one, and until the next one, take care, and thanks for watching.